Do y'all smell that? It's the smell of Halloween month. It's the month of Halloween as I'm filming this. And by golly, I'm just so happy to be here once again, alive for another month of Halloween. So, I figured, hey, it's been a minute. Why don't we take a look at one of the spookiest books in my collection, or at least I'm sure it will be, Picking Apples and Pumpkins. Did you pick this? You picked it? Oh, I picked it. Yeah, and I'm the only one here. I'm by myself right now. Huh. Okay. So allow me to cast our minds back to the glorious year of 1994, where we had This was going on, and probably the scariest movie of the year was this, and I looked like this basically for most of it. Christy couldn't believe it. The day she had been waiting for had finally arrived. She and her best friends were finally going apple picking. Apple picking? Really? I'm not that jazzed about it, but I guess it's cool for a kid in the 90s. Hi, I'm Scott Applegate, said the man who was giving out the baskets. Welcome to Battleview Orchards. His name's Applegate, and it's about apples. In no time at all, Christy, her friends Michael and Nina, her sister Kelly, her mom and dad, and her grandmother were taking an old-fashioned hayride. Everyone's cheeks glowed in the crisp autumn air. Well, isn't that just delightful? There's the whole gang. Father looks like he's carrying some sort of light post, a lamp of sorts. I'm assuming that's related to the apple picking, but I guess we'll find out. And they are rocking some 90s clothes there. Look at that girl. I'm assuming that's Nina, and she's even got that swerve thing going. She got that swerve on it. She's ahead of her time, that one. While Christy and Nina piled apples in a basket, Grandma checked them to make sure none were bruised. These will be perfect for my apple pie, she said, smiling. That voice is canon. That is the voice of this poor older woman. She's probably not even alive anymore, but I mean no disrespect. When everyone had picked enough red apples, Kelly and Michael picked up the basket and carried it back to the hay wagon. Scott drove everyone to the yellow delicious apple trees. This time it was Christy's turn to climb to the top of the tree and pick apples from the highest branches. And there is just a full page. There's a full page shot of Christy in sheer ecstasy picking these damn apples. And they kind of set the bar high with the red ones. I'm not as excited to see a green, yellowish apple on a tree as I am a red one, because you see a red one, you're like, that's a damn apple. You see a yellow-green one, you're like, is that a pear? We got pear trees? Are pears in season right now? There's a partridge, so that must be a pear tree. No, it's apples. That was stupid. After she climbed down, Christy's father showed her how to use a picker to pick apples that were high up in the trees. A picker is a long stick with a basket at the end of it. Wow, that is a really long stick. Look at that. You can't even see the top of that stick. And just look at Christy there. This little girl, I don't know how much she would have played it up for this book, because obviously they knew they were being photographed. But she just looks like she's having the time of her life, and I appreciate that. Lunchtime, Christy's mother called out. One by one, the children scrambled down from the trees. Sounds like monkeys. They sat on the grass and enjoyed a yummy picnic lunch of turkey sandwiches and juice. That is oddly specific. They were surprised at how hungry they all were, especially after eating all those apples. And this just looks just so lovely. I think I see some cupcakes there, maybe? A couple of cupcakes there. A box of goldfish, hot diggity. Anybody who knows me knows that I love me some goldfish. What can I say? I love these kinds of books because it is just real people that are being photographed here, and probably paid a little bit for it, but at the beginning of this book, they actually give a thanks to the Hartman family, and also the place where they filmed this, or shot this, I guess, Battlefield Orchards in Freehold, New Jersey. So, if you're up the New Jersey way and you seen this video, tell old Scott that Reed says hi, and he won't know what you're talking about, but he'll probably give you a basket and drive the tractor. He's probably still doing that. Bless him. It's an honest work, it is. And speaking of honest work, we got pumpkins. We got a lot of pumpkins. And you know what's great about pumpkins? You don't even have to shake a tree or use any kind of fancy picker to get them. They're just laying on the ground. They're born in the ground. Isn't that nature? After lunch, it was time to move on to the pumpkin patch. Christy had never seen so many pumpkins. There were tiny pumpkins, medium pumpkins, and really big pumpkins. Christy found one pumpkin that was so big she had to ask Grandma to help her lift it. Aw. Well, I hope Grandma's been working on her deltoids and squatties and her bum and her ankles and her thorax, her abdomen, her appendix. That'll come in handy, I think. And then next page is just a compilation of different moments from their day, by the looks of it. You got the family up there, some of them carrying 2 pumpkins, but damn, Mama's carrying 3. 3 pumpkins. I've never carried 3 pumpkins. I mean, they're not the biggest pumpkins I've ever seen, but she's got a method there. And don't drop that pumpkin. Don't drop that pumpkin. That's the worst way for a pumpkin to go out of this world, is being dropped. Sure enough, as soon as everyone was cleaned up, Grandma asked, "Who wants to help make an apple pie?" Of course, everyone did. Everyone, including Kelly, looking straight at the camera. Come on, Kelly, be professional about it. When, at last, the pie was in the oven, Christy felt sad. Her special day was ending far too quickly. Ah, Christy. Ah, that's life. That is life that you are experiencing. And yes, it will be disappointing. It'll probably be more disappointing than not. But hey, at least you get a pumpkin patch in it every once in a while. That's something. But Christy's big day wasn't over yet. Her father had a surprise for her. Ooh, a surprise. Oh yeah, they are gonna make jack-o'-lanterns, he said. The children had lots of fun drawing faces on their pumpkins. Christy's father used a sharp knife to cut off all the pumpkin tops. Michael and Christy scooped out the seeds, then Christy's father followed the patterns to carve out the faces. Nothing better this time of year, in my opinion, than doing some pumpkin carving. And I like this. They've highlighted a couple of pumpkins here, so let's judge them. I like this one on the left. It seems like Christy's dad could do a little bit better cutting him out. I mean, I know it's not easy, and he was probably feeling a little bit of pressure, because he was like, we got the camera crew here, we gotta get this done. But I see some lines still showing on that one there. But that's okay. Middle one, yeah, there's a lot of the pumpkin fluff still in there. They really didn't scoop them out too well. But hey, it's okay. And then this one on the right here, they picked a weird spot to carve because it's got that like kind of growtiness on it, which honestly, if you wash the pumpkin off, you can probably get rid of that. Of these 3, I think I like the middle one the most. I'll throw in a couple pumpkins I've done. Look at that. Oh, wow. Me and my goodly partner in life, my lady friend, we have done pumpkins for a couple of years now, ever since we've been together. And every year, we increasingly do more pumpkins. And there are the pumpkins chilling on the porch, including a new pumpkin down there at the bottom. Actually, a couple of new pumpkins. Some pretty classic designs here. I got a worried-looking pumpkin. You got the pretty classic-looking one there. The smiley one, and then there are the kids hanging out in the window. That's kind of creepy. A little bit. Finally, Christy and her family had a delicious bedtime snack. Homemade apple pie. Ho ho. Christy smiled. It was the perfect ending for the perfect day. Alright, Dad, take a bite. And give some to your daughter, too. Look at her. Look at this family. So damn wholesome. What a lovely little book. Besides picking apples and pumpkins, a delicious time was had by all. Very wholesome. Favorite character, obviously, was Granny. And I hope that she never sees this. But yeah, I've got nothing else to say. I enjoyed this very much. I hope you did too. Go out and carve a pumpkin and send me a picture of it because I'd love to see it. And yeah, we good. Well, that's going to do it for us today, friends. Thank you very much for watching. It is always greatly appreciated. If you like this sort of thing, feel free to drop a like or subscribe if you wish to see more stuff like this in the future. As always, you can check us out at wereedbooks.com or follow us on the Instagram, Twitters, and the TikToks at wereedbooks. And, yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching, friends, and I do hope that you will join me the next time we read something together. Happy Halloween. Ha ha ha.